I want this video to be helpful for you guys. This machine has got a lot of nice features on it. Even still, people could use, I think, some pointers when it comes to dialing in. Now this machine comes with 2 aids. It comes with the nice adaptive dosing so that it knows, okay, about how much do you need in your basket. And it also comes with this nice tamper here. So the tamper is great so that you get a nice even tamp, and with that toggle jointed tamper, it gives you also nice pressure. But with all that being said, really these principles, they apply for any machine that you're dialing in. So what does that mean to dial in for espresso? You want to get about twice your yield within a certain amount of time. So if we are using a double basket, and let's say that we're putting in 16 grams or so, we're aiming for about 30 to 35 grams out, and that within 25 to 30 seconds. That may vary a little bit because of the parameters of your pre-infusion, but it should be somewhere around there. And you want a nice even flow. You want the pressure to be enough. You want to be in this espresso zone here. Anywhere between 4 and 5 ticks is good. I think that's between 8 and 9 bar. That's what we're aiming for, and that's what I'm going to try to help you guys attain today. Now, something to keep in mind is you really need to use good beans. So I tried to do the same experiment, the same video recently with some beans that had no expiration date on them, and it didn't work very well at all. So I went ahead and I got these beans. I know that they're excellent. These have been roasted 4 weeks ago, and this roaster is known just for making delightful roasted beans. They're always fresh and they're consistent. So what we're going to do is dial in this bean with this machine and just see how it works. All you really need is a scale, and I suggest one like this right here. This is the Time More Black Magic. It's got tens of grams on there, very nice, a maximum of 5 kilos, and it's got a timer on there. That's also helpful. Then you need some good freshly roasted beans and a bit of patience. Let's go ahead and get started. I just want to show you guys. So on this inner burr here, I am on the position of 3. That is the position that I found is a good starting point. Now on the side here, you got up to 25 settings. So what I thought we would do for this example is just start right in the middle and start at 12 and then adjust accordingly. If our shot runs too fast and we don't have enough pressure, then we're just going to grind finer. And the other way, vice versa, if our shot runs too slow. So let's give it a shot. So what we are going to do is measure out our portafilter's weight first. We're going to tear it out, and then we're going to see how much are we working with anyway. And I am going to just let a little water through too, just to get the brew group heated up a little bit and to kind of clean it off. Okay. So I am on the double filter here, and I'm going to do an automatic adaptive dosing, which is really cool. Let's just grind and see what we get. Oh, a little overdose there. That's a cool thing though about this adaptive dosing, is that it's going to remember that for the next time that we dose. So, we're definitely too high here at 22. It's gonna hardly even fit in there. 22 grams is too much. I'm just going to, should we try it? Let's see what happens. All right, we're gonna try with an overdose here. And this might be a good example too, to see what happens if you're overdosed. Well, that ain't working very good, is it? We're right about at 4.5 to 5 ticks. It's taking way too long. Now it's finally starting to come out. Okay, we must have hit the limit there. So that did not work very well. That is exactly the reason why it's important to have a scale, so that you know how much you got in there. And this is going to be super sour, I know that. Or salty, salty. Salty and a bit sour. That is a weird taste. Okay.
Getting value from this video? Please take a moment to like and subscribe.
All right, but the cool thing is this adaptive dosing It's gonna remember that, and this time it's going to give me less. Oh, look at that, now we're in the green. That's a nice puck right there. Okay, 19.1. That should be okay. It's slightly overdosed, but 19.1 should be doable. Let's see what the shot looks like. Actually looking pretty decent. You can see how beautifully it's flowing out of there. Okay. All right, so that one still took a bit too long, and that's partially because of having an overdose, and we might also need to open up the grind just a little bit because this is a nice fresh bean. I was on actually a lower grind, a finer one on some other beans that I was using, because the older the bean, the finer you gotta grind. Not bad, but a bit bitter because that took too long. This next one, we're gonna open up the grind a little bit. And what else I'm gonna do is just press this filter button here for 3 seconds. And that way, it's gonna dose 3 seconds less the next time so that I'm not overdosed. I really wanna get closer to 16 grams. So I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go from 12 up to 14 while I'm grinding and see what kind of result we get from that. Now we're a bit under. Just top it up a little bit. And we're in the green. Nice puck right there. All right, let's see what this gets us with a grind setting of 14 with these nice, fresh, delightful beans. Ooh, that's looking good. Oh my gosh. That looks delicious. And there we go. 32. Oh my gosh. Look at that shot. Look at that shot right there. That is redonkulous. A redonkulous amount of crema. And that's because of the roast, but also it's because mainly of the freshness of the bean. It's 4 weeks old. This is from a reputable roaster. I can always count on their beans to be excellent. That's nice. Let me stir this crema up a bit. Because the thing is with shots, when they first start, they're a little salty, they're a little sour, then they're more neutral, and at the end they're a bit more bitter. So if you mix it up, then you should get all the flavors together. Yeah, that way it's more well balanced. It's not sour, it's not bitter. It's just maybe slightly woody, but yeah, that is a nice intense shot right there. Got a little bit of acidity right at the end, maybe just something a little bit like reminiscent of a tangerine or something. Quite good, quite good. Now, I would say that we're more or less dialed in at this point. You can kind of fine tune it. So if you want it to take longer or take, a little bit shorter, you can do that based on the coarseness or fineness of the grind. And as you see, dose makes a big difference. Now, I would say just for fun, let's do a bottomless one, see how that looks. Oh, it says a little more. Excellent. There's a beautiful puck right there. Oops, let's see how much was that? 18.8 grams. It does vary a little bit. This adaptive dosing, it does vary a little, but we are within range. That's okay. The pre-infusion. Okay. All right, so I would say at this point, actually, I might tighten down the grind a little bit more. Maybe like to be at 13. 13 might be just about right. Now what the heck, let's do one more at 13. Here we go. That is looking pretty good. And 32 right there. Oh, let's give that a stir. Oh, I would say that's just about right now. Yes, well balanced, not sour, not bitter. It's got a little bit of fruitiness coming out at the end. Something reminiscent again of tangerine, but more so with this shot. That looks like it's just about right for me, dialed in with this nice fresh bean inner collar on number 3 and here on the dial at number 13. Guys, I hope that this video was helpful for you, and if so, please give it a like. Check out my other videos. If you like what you see, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. Until next time, I say happy coffee drinking and happy espresso drinking. Bye now.